Kasi medyo magkadikit yung 3-pointer niya na yon. And again, may hirapan nga naman ang big man ng Benilde kapag si Yuki ang binantayan nila dahil may lalabas niya. Itong big man ng Benilde at mababawasan ng firepower yung Benilde pagdating sa loob.
Second half begins. Good to have you with us. Once again, this is Martin Javier and Prince Rivero taking care of the coverage or taking care of this broadcast. San Beda versus Benilde, game number 1 of their semi-final matchup. The Red Lions, they want to get back to the promised land, same with Benilde.
Oh, but not the start na hinahanap nitong Benilde, ano? Kasi unang possession pa lang na nagkaroon kagad sila ng turnover, and then pagbalik dito sa kabilang side naman, nabigay nila yung easy layup para dito sa San Beda.
Again, these two teams, Benilde was in the finals last year and 3 seasons ago. San Beda, well, they got the championship in season 99. John T. Miller, pocket pass. Celso stops his dribble. Back to John T, who pulls the trigger and doesn't get the bounce. Ito na si Joe Celso. Recycled shot clock here for San Beda. It is down to 5. John T for the bailout. Miller with some head time. Top finish for John T. Miller as we go back to our courtside reporter who came from the dugout. Nandito si Fatima Reyes.
Tapang, sipag at disiplina. Yan daw ang tatlong bagay na kulang sa Benilde Blazers noong first half. Now inside the dugout, Coach Charles reminded the team to settle down. Wala raw silang rason para magpanik dahil marami pa daw silang oras para bumawi. Ngayon, bigay diin ni Coach Charles na masyado raw silang malambot ang galawan nila kaya hindi pumapabor ang bawat subok nila sa bola. Now in the second half, they have to be hardworking enough to make shots, be courageous enough to put more pressure, and to be disciplined enough to react in any circumstance. Huling sigaw nga ni Coach Charles ay laban dahil malayo para rito. Balik sa inyo, Martin and Chris.
Thank you so much, Fatima Reyes. They have to play like that team that's won 4 of their last 5 games. But right now, we're not seeing that from the Benilde Blazers here as they continue to submit to San Beda here in the third quarter.
Okay, I like what's happening ngayon, ano? In terms of scouting report, if you're gonna look at the Benilde Blazers, ang
Saan muna natin to? Oh!
Oh, ayan yung play kanina na halos mapatalon tayo sa upuan natin. I mean, hindi ko in-expect na magiging ganun kahirap yung tira na yun, pero masushoot pa rin niya.
Yeah, continuing with your point.
Continuing with my point, ano? If you're gonna do a scouting report on the Benilde Blazers, ano, alam natin na strengths nila is Allen Liwag, Sean O'Malley, mostly in their bigs. And so far, yun yung binibigay ng San Beda sa kanila. Sige, ibigay niyo yung bola kay Allen, ibigay niyo yung bola kay Sean, and we're gonna make sure na we're gonna clog the paint and lead you guys with the three-pointer kasi so far, they haven't been, you know, getting shots from the outside. Again, 0 out of 11 sila from the first half. And naging effective itong game plan ni Coach Yuri during the first half. And we're gonna find out if magtutuloy-tuloy pa yun sa second half. But they really need to step up this second half kasi kailangan nilang humanap ng players na kaya mag-step up. Dahil so far, medyo nasa-shut down ng Beda. Ito si Allen Liwag.
That's right. Benilde is actually a solid 3-point shooting team in the season. Number 5 in terms of percentage. Habang itong San Beda, pangatlo.
Oh, and Benilde has a 26% 3-point field goal.
Yeah. So, again, they'll need that. Especially against this San Beda team who loves to shoot it from the outside. Mintis lang yun mula kay Yuki Andrada. Ito na si Jomel Ancheta. 39-56 is the tally. Inside pass. Nakaposisyon yung Sanchez. Up and in for Justin Sanchez and the foul. So, ito na yung hinihintay na production mula kay Justin Sanchez. As we see this move by Jomel Ancheta. Sanchez in the first half only had 1 field goal, 3 points, 2 rebounds.
Oh, and kung matatandaan natin, during the beginning of the season, etong si Sanchez, kumbaga, siya yung parang go-to guy nitong Benilde, no? He was averaging, I think, 20-something points the first 2 or 3 games para dito sa Benilde Blazers. But the past few games, medyo hindi ganun kalaki yung nagiging output na naibibigay nitong ni Sanchez. And so, kailangan nila bumalik yung Sanchez na very aggressive on offense. Kasi if they're gonna look for offense from their big man lang, they're gonna really have a hard time.
Imagine, he was the leading scorer in the early parts of the season. At a little over 19 points per game, as well as John T. Miller misfires from mid-range. Look at Bismarck Lina going down for the basketball, but it goes to the other side. Now, Sanchez is not even in the top 10 when it comes to scoring. So,
medyo nag-struggle talaga.
There's been an obvious drop-off in sa scoring nito ni Justin Sanchez. But of course, that's to give the other players a chance as well. Kung sino yung mainit sa mga laban nila, yun yung pinapapuntos.
Yes, and you know, it happens eh. Hindi naman sa buong time, isa lang yung player talaga na talagang mainit.
Yeah.
But in the case of Benilde, whatever they did, bumaba man yung numbers nito ni Sanchez. They were successful kasi umabot sila dito sa Final Four.
That's right. And right now, it is a 15-point lead for the Red Lions. May timeout tayo. This is our Skechers Basketball fan performance of the game. Yung mga pedista. Ayan po, kumpleto sa props. Ayan yung ano nila, scarf.
Parang scarf banner. Parang scarf banner.
Diba?
Yeah. I mean, yan yung mga inaabangan natin kapag mga ganitong mga big games. Ano? Yung mga hindi lang magkakaibigan, yung mga pamilya, and syempre, yung mga OG, yung mga dating naglaro din para sa mga respective teams natin na pumupunta dito sa venue natin, you know, para to support their alma mater and, you know, kasi dati sila yung sinusuportahan eh.
Yeah, that's right. And it's been a yearly tradition for these schools. San Beda and Benilde, they've been part of at least the Final Four in the last few seasons in the NCAA. Jimmy Reyes is back on the floor, and he has the basketball. He loses it. Here comes Ancheta. Sanchez, pinagad si Sajonia. Good hands by Miller. But Sanchez retrieves. Ancheta, they swing to Torres for three. Torres knocks it down.
Ito na yung inaantay nila na, na butas galing sa three-pointer. This is their first three-point basket for the entire game.
Is that the start of Benilde's connection from long distance? We'll find out in a bit. Miller, Reyes, pocket pass, nabitawan ni Lina. And this is Ian Torres now. Torres saw an opening, flipped it up, and drew a foul in the process. It's going to be on Jimmy Reyes.
Nakita niya yung butas na yun. I mean, normally kasi kapag may tao sa corner, hindi ka talaga dapat humelp. Isa yan sa mga binibigay na rule, general rules sa basketball. Kung sino man yung may tao sa corner, hindi ka pwedeng humelp. Kasi shooter man yan or hindi, hindi ka dapat humelp dyan. Dapat weak side mga galing help. But in that case, nakita nitong ni Torres yung space doon sa gitna and na-maximize niya. Nakakuha pa siya ng foul.
And that's what you like about Ian Torres. You know, always looking for the best shot available. Kasi this is coming off a three-pointer earlier. Did not force it. Dito mira sa tres. Attack the opening.
No, and hindi lang si Torres. I mean, ito si Ancheta. He has been doing that since the beginning of this game. Dahil alam natin na talagang nagko-collapse pagdating sa big man ng Benilde yung bola. Itong si Ancheta at si Torres for the entire game. Sila yung talagang naghahanap ng mga atake na yun papunta sa loob to get those baskets underneath.
You can. Two-dribble pull-up for Yuken Andrada for his 8th point. And that ends the Benilde mini run. There was
a turnover.
Yeah. So, Benilde cut it down to 10 points. Now, Yuken scored and they get the ball back. Talking about San Beda.
Medyo hindi okay yun para sa Benilde. I mean, they're having the run and yung momentum nasa kanila.
Yeah. Pulled down by O'Malley. 2-on-2 break. Ancheta, no. But there was contact. 2 shots coming up for Jomel Ancheta on the break. Let's see what happened here. Reyes was in front of Ancheta. Yeah, Jimmy was wondering where the foul was.
Oo, pero may contact. There was contact, syempre, dahil it was a fast break attempt, ano? Syempre, dahil inatake nitong ni Ancheta sa loob. Unfortunately, a referee scored the foul on that. And again, hindi naman natin pwedeng bawin yung mga ganang tawag.
Yeah. Ancheta misses the first. Benilde hasn't been to the free throw line often in this game. That's only their 8th attempt.
Yes, and if you're gonna compare the free throw attempts nitong San Beda compared to Benilde, makikita mo kung sino yung mas aggressive talaga in terms of attacking the lane and getting shots from the free throw line.
And it's also not gonna help if they're not connecting from their few free throws today. 58 to 46. They swing it to Miller. Back to the right side here. Gonzalez pulling the trigger. Misfires. Ancheta tracks it down. Back kay Jomel. They swing it to Torres here on the right flank. Sanchez, hindi na ibigay. Nakawala yung Torres, pero mintis yung layup. Sorry miss at the rim. Miller, kaboom! John T. Miller for 3 to the delight of Dami Contapay, Rom De La Rosa, and Peter Alfaro, former San Beda Red Lions.
Nanggaling kay Nigel Gonzalez yung pasa, no? Pero hindi siguro nakita ng marami. Si Kapyuki, yung tumuro dito kay John T. Miller dahil nakita niya yung open. So parang assist niya na rin yan.
So yung nakaspot dito kay John T. Miller. Again, you leave Miller a little bit of space. Wala. They take advantage of it. Umali counters right back with a 3 of his own. So we have a stoppage here. Red Lions still on a roll, 61 to 49. Balik sa ating laban, NCAA Season 101 on GTV and on Heart of Asia. This is the Final Four. Also there on GMA Sports PH and NCAA Philippines. We're still inside the 3rd quarter here at the Big Dome. More alumni. Ito, Calvin Oftana and the black shirt, Kevin Ferrer. From UST to, nag-college.
Star of idol ko yan.
Yan. Parang nagpalitan lang sila ni Oftano ng meta pa, no? Fortunes may chain. But good to see them. They're professional players.
And supporting.
That's right. And after the 3, look at the celebration from former San Beda players as well. Big Sean drops in a triple right here to counter that Andrada 3. Reyes, 2 dribble pull-up, left it short. Alan Liwag pulls it down. 61-49. An important last 3 minutes in the 3rd for the Blazers. They'll try to creep up and make it within striking distance before we end the 3rd. Ball is loose. It is with Inot on a recycled shot clock. Tony. Oh, red screen by Umali. Tony Inot airmails it. And San Beda playing steady defense as we see here. JB Bahio on your screens. No? At the Calvin Oftana.
Simple lang yung mga yan.
Of course, Bayo was, I think was part of that championship team. Was it?
Balikan ko lang si Kevin at saka si Kevin Ferrer and si Calvin. Baka future teammate nila. Ito si Celso.
Oh,
I think Celso was drafted by their team recently. And baka nandito sila showing support also, diba?
Sama muna
si Yuki.
si
Kasi
Alfaro at De La Rosa, no?
para kay Yuki naman.
Yun.
Ako, si Sean.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Naghihintay na. Yun pala makakabanggaan mo.
Hindi, kakampi kami.
Okay, kakampi kami. Hindi, sa practice.
Sa practice.
Sa practice, yan. Jonty Miller. Hang time. No. Torres makes the catch. And here come the Blazers.
Sean O'Malley being, the wall na kinakailangan itong Benilde all throughout first half and this third quarter. Siya yung talagang nasa loob na tumatanggap ng lahat ng drive nitong San Beda.
61-51. Miller, what a pass! Bismarck Lina scores inside.
What a wraparound pass. Galing kay Miller. Alam niya rin na itong Benilde magko-collapse every time na atake siya. Looking for that open pass papunta dito kay Bismarck.
If it's not scoring, he is looking for his guys. Tony Inot flips it up and in.
Tough two-man game galing kay Tony Inot.
Pero hindi makabasag dito sa 10-point barrier ang Benilde Blazers.
I mean, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time kasi one possession at a time yan. Pero kung makikipagpaalitan kayo ng shoot, ay mahihirapan talaga.
You can too strong on the three. Now this is a chance for Benilde to cut it down to a single-digit lead. Pero naagaw ni Brian Sajonia. It is a 3-on-3. Miller. Up and in for Jonty Miller.
How did he make that shot? I mean, after that turnaround, medyo malalim na yung bola na yun. Pero naiangat niya pa rin.
21 points for Miller, and he got the rebound on the other side for rebound number 9.
And akala natin yung butas nito ni Torres sa 3 points kanina, pwedeng mag-spark ng outside shooting nila. But so far, struggling pa rin itong Benilde Blazers.
Brian Sajonia, no, you can almost getting it. Just couldn't get a handle on the ball. Torres, final shot time here for the Blazers. They gotta play it smart. 10 to shoot. Torres sends it to nobody.
I mean, if you have a Sean O'Malley setting a screen for you, you maximize that. Kasi kilala naman natin si Sean. Isa yan sa pinaka-magaling and maayos mag-set ng screen. And if you're gonna look at it, he reads it well.
Yeah.
Alam niya kung saan siya pupwesto after ng screen. And sigurado na pag ginamit mo yung tatama, having that wide of a base, you setting a screen for your guard, you maximize that.
That's right. It's been a Miller show here in the third. You can! No! And that's all she wrote here in the third quarter. The Red Lions maintain their lead. They increase it slightly. Going into the final frame, 65-53 should be an exciting finish. Coming right up here on Sheet TV. We welcome you back to our Final Four coverage here in NCAA Season 101. Live right now on GTV and Heart of Asia. Our score is 65-53 in favor of the San Beda Red Lions. They want to be one step away from the finals after this game. We'll find out if that will happen or will the Blazers catch up with them here in the fourth quarter. Good to have you with us, Martin Javier, Prince Rivero, and this coverage with Fatima Reyes as our courtside reporter today, the third member of the team. Quarter scoring right here. You have to love the consistency of the San Beda Red Lions, Prince, at hindi nila hinahayaang magtuloy-tuloy yung mga runs ng Benilde.
Oh, medyo nag-struggle sila dun sa third quarter na yun, ano? Mainly because of Benilde getting all those offensive rebounds and those open layups. Na-maximize nila yung hindi pag-help nitong San Beda dun sa bigs nila, no? But, itong San Beda, sabi mo nga kanina, hindi bumababa ng 10 yung lamang.
Booming start for the Red Lions. Brian Sajonia knocking down the three. 18 points now in the game and an offensive foul on Big Sean O'Malley.
Oh, natawagan ng offensive foul itong si Sean O'Malley. Pero parang hindi yata siya gumalaw dun sa screen na yun.
Here's the three first by Brian Sajonia. His third one in the game. Pero ito yung screen ni Sean O'Malley na natawagan ng offensive foul. 68-53. That will add to the woes of the Benilde Blazers. Sajonia from the other side this time.
Mark, sorry, I can't help it, pero inaantay ko yung yung tawag mo dun sa 3 points eh. Yun yung gusto ko na na shot call mo eh.
Tayo natin mamaya. But Brian Sajonia making it rain. Torres, Cabos, O'Malley wala. Rebounded almost by Sajonia, but it'll stay with Benilde. As we go back to our courtside reporter for a fourth quarter story. Nandito si Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Prince, it is a luxury to have a team as deep as San Beda's roster this season because in the huddle, Coach Yuri Escueta is very open in shuffling his players, putting trust to the suggestions of each of them. And this will also be the key to sustain the momentum this fourth quarter, to continue to open communication because that's where they are getting the right shots. Dagdag dito, nahanap daw nila ang weakness ng Blazers at ito ay ang corners, and now that they know this, all they have to do is to utilize this and find their zone. Now let's just wait how the Red Lions will continue to convert. Martin and Prince.
That is some serious scouting from the San Beda Red Lions. Maraming salamat, Fatima Reyes. And it's been effective so far. Kaboom! Brian Sajonia!
Kanina ka ba inaantay yan, Marts?
Third triple in the fourth. And it is now a 21-point lead for San Beda. Back to our coverage. 74-53. All 9 points of San Beda. 9-0 run sila ngayon. Came from just one guy. He has been connecting online from long distance. First one from the left, next from the right, and a third one for good measure with a defense in front of him. Brian Sajonia with 24 points today and 5 triples to his name.
Oh, ito yung Brian Sajonia na kilala natin from last season. Again, this is the most consistent he's ever been sa NCAA basketball, ano? And kanina pinag-uusapan lang natin na pag aggressive siya sa umpisa, medyo lumalamig pagdating ng gitna. But in this game, he's been consistent all throughout.
Yeah. And he was their leading scorer against Benilde in the classification round, had 22. in the second encounter, 16 in the first one today. He has exceeded both efforts with 24 points. And an offensive rebound, nope. It's Sanchez collecting the board. For Benilde, this is now gonna be a major battle. Uphill for them as Sanchez puts it up and in.
Oo, kanina pa rin hinahanap ni Justin Sanchez yung mga ganong klaseng atake, ano? But he can't seem to find his rhythm. Medyo nagsastruggle siya, maybe because of the help defense coming from Beda.
Tough time for Benilde today, 19-point lead. Sajonia fakes, fires, and hits from 13 feet.
And he's feeling it.
Yeah. Grabe yung Brian Sajonia, 26 points. Sanchez stops his dribble. 76 to 55 domination by the Red Lions. Liwag turns. Smothering defense by Celso.
You know, Martin, I was about to say na since second quarter and third quarter, hindi nagkaroon ng mga touches masyado itong si Allen Liwag. Now I know why. Yung konting moments na nagkakaroon siya ng touches, makikita mo kung paano i-pack ng paint yung Beda and how they want to stop him from even catching the ball and, you know, getting space for himself.
That's right. Ito yung dalaw muna ni Brian Sajonia. He is in the zone. 11 points in the fourth quarter alone for Brian Sajonia, and this is the defense played by Celso on Allen Liwag. Liwag today, 3 out of 13 from the field.
Oh, and you know, in terms of numbers, mamaya na, balikan natin yung numbers ni Liwag.
Jomel Puno.
Oh, Jomel Puno muna.
Yeah.
That baseline drive and the reverse layup. Welcome back, Jomel Puno.
That's right. Jomel Puno out for a few games. It looked like.
Okay, so out for a few games, yung paa niya medyo nanggaling din sa out.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was called an out of bounds.
Okay. Sanchez drawing space inside. Justin Sanchez getting 2 baskets.
This is the type of aggressiveness on offense ang kailangan ng Benilde, no? Kasi parang wala sa kanila yung gusto maging aggressive, eh. Or they can't seem to find that guy na who's gonna step up and ask for the ball and ako na bahala, take over.
And time is running out for the Blazers. Only 6.5 left in the game. Sajonia, no. Tapped out. And it goes back to Benilde. 76-57.
Kaya pala wide open yung baseline ni Jomel. Lumagpas pala siya.
Okay, tama.
Kaya
Sobra na pala.
Parang kanina sabi ko, parang ang dali nung baseline drive na yun. Tapos nung reverse layup, nung pinakita yung replay, kaya pala siya sobrang open. Lumagpas pala siya sa guhit.
Dumulo na pala itong si Jomel Puno. By the way, Brian Sajonia tying a season high today with 26 points. We'll see if he can exceed that. He has a lot of time to do it. 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. But he's not on the floor. So mamaya-maya, baka makuha niya yan. Sanchez against Gonzalez. Sanchez. Again, Gonzalez bothering Sanchez at the post.
But if you're gonna look at it, nagstay yung Beda sa depensa kay Sanchez. Even though it was a mismatch between Justin Sanchez and Nigel Gonzalez, kung makikita mo, walang double team na dumating.
They trust Nigel with that responsibility. Ito si Liwag. Tap. Ancheta. Kahukom will attack. Kahukom unable to score. Sanchez getting it back. But there is a whistle. That's a foul from behind on Yuki and Andrada.
That was a good eye galing dito sa referee natin, Normally, hindi na nakikita yun dahil galing sa likod.
Yun, nasa bitan. So 2 shots coming up for Justin Sanchez na bahagyang nabubuhayan dito sa ating fourth quarter. Already has 9 points in the game.
Okay, alam ko na kung bakit walang dumating na double team doon.
Bakit?
Again, si Nigel Gonzalez, siya yung pinapadala doon sa mga players na umiinit. And so far, si Sanchez yung nagiging buhay itong Benilde Blazers para dito sa fourth quarter. Again, he has 9 points, I think. 9 points already.
10 points
10 points.
Shoot ng una.
So kay Nigel siya binigay and they trusted him. They trust him enough na hindi na kailangan ng double team. So pababayaan ka namin, depensahan mo yan, ikaw ng balance, tumap dyan, gawin mo na paraan.
Well, he has been their best defender, at least on-ball defender in the season. Ball pressure being applied by Benilde. Sanchez now with 11.6 in this fourth quarter alone. The tally is 76-59 with under 6 minutes remaining. Gonzalez bringing this one across. Yukian against Gaspay. 10 on the 24. It is with John T. Miller. Miller will pull up for 3. He knocks it down. And a chance for a 4-point play.
Si Gaspay telling Coach Charles na wala daw foul. Pero if you're gonna look at the replay, may contact eh. And he tried not to get that contact.
Sinubukan naman.
Sinubukan naman niya. I mean, it's really tough to guard the John D. Miller. He can shoot from the outside, he can drive. And he tried his best to challenge. Nagkataon lang na nasobrahan yung challenge.
And once, you know, he gets into that movement, yung side to side, yung parang T-back pull-up na yun.
Tama. Kumbaga, hinahanap niya na yung rhythm niya eh. Yung rhythm niya dun sa shot na yun eh. And in that case, he was able to get it. And...
nice help from Jimmy Reyes. 80-59 is our count. 4-point play completed by Miller. Di makalapit ng husto itong Benilde. Gaspay. Torres. There's a whistle. So, is it on Reyes? Or Lina? Tatlo. Yung sumalubong doon kay Gaspay.
Tatlo yung nakakuha na bantay nito ni Gaspay. Marts, if you're Coach Charles, and for more than 2 quarters or around 2 quarters, makikita mo na yung main guy mo nagsa-struggle sa opensa. I mean, hindi niya makuha yung pwesto niya, hindi niya makuha yung spots niya, hindi siya nakakahawak masyado ng bola. Ano yung pinakamagiging parang changes na gagawin mo on offense?
I guess you have to put him in a different position. Or mix him up with other players that will give him those positions. Kasi yung usual na galaw ng mga, let's say the Bigs, Allen Liwag is struggling today.
Traditional big.
Yun yung usual spots niya. Na-scouted ng San Beda. But if you put him in, like you mix things up, shake things up, maybe you can get baskets from different angles. How about you?
And again, you won't be called reigning MVP for nothing. So, ang pagiging MVP hindi lang naman yan by scoring eh. You know? So, all around yan. And for me, personally, I think, you know, if you're gonna look at the way San Beda plays defense against Allen, tuwing nawakan niya yung bola, 3, 4 yung nagko-collapse na bumabantay sa kanya. If maintindihan niya na maging decoy siya,
I was about to say,
enough para alam mo yun, mahatak niya yung depensa ng San Beda at mahanap niya yung open teammate niya, that will be so much easier para sa mga teammates niya na, you know, makahanap ng mga shots nila. Hindi sila masyado mapapagod and moving, pero makahanap niya.
Just like in this sequence, Prince, Liwag, you see Jimmy Reyes helping out. Ancheta was open on the left wing.
Yes, and 3 yung bantay na nandun sa paint, you know, to stop and help. So if makikita niya yung mga teammates niya, I mean kung ma-recognize niya kung kanino nanggagaling yung helper na depensa at doon niya ibibigay yung pasa, chances are magkakaroon sila ng maybe a step or 1 second na open look. And eventually, I think if you leave a player open, hindi naman siguro buong game magmimintis yan.
Again, if you've watched the NCAA enough, you know San Beda is one of the best scouting teams in the league.
I mean, look at the lineup. Hindi lang sa players, pati sa coaching staff.
Yeah.
Diba? The combined experience of the coaching staff nitong San Beda, amateur and the pro scene, collegiate scene, at saka yung mga accomplishments ng mga coaches nila, mabigat.
That's right. That's true. So, just a quick stat here. Miller and Sajonia a combined 51 points. Benilde just has a little more, 60 points on the board. So, grabe yung produksyon ng John T. Miller at Brian Sajonia.
Speaking of that movement, speaking of that, you know, swing movement, side-to-side movement, nakuha na naman niya yung movement na yon, and, you know, he's comfortable enough in taking those shots, even if there's a guy in front of him.
28 points for John T. Miller. Paawi mula dito kay Ian Torres.
Another Torres three-pointer. Pangalawa. Para sa buong team.
That's right. Ito si John T. Miller. 28 points. Miller takes it in. Hard foul given up by Gaspay. So 2 shots for Miller. How about this? Again, it's the same matchup, but John T. slide in and out to his left side. And he knocks it down. Ian Torres with a counter right here. His second 3 of the game. Second or 2 of the 3 threes of Benilde so far is from Ian Torres as Miller continues to stay on the ground. He's a little bit shaken up. Not enough to keep him down though. So Miller with 28 points. Rare miss from the free throw line from John T. Miller.
Oo parang nawalan kasi siya ng hangin sa sa contact na nangyari prior to this free throw.
Season high for John T. is 34 points. And he is just 5 points away from tying that. Ito. Yung banggaan. John T. Miller tsaka Jake Gaspay. Under 4 minutes left. Torres lays it up and in. And he gets the continuation. Ian Torres trying to bring Benilde back in this one. He has been well, one of the bright spots. One of the few bright spots ng Benilde ngayong araw na to.
Sa kanya nang gagaling yung yung konting buhay in terms of scoring dito sa Benilde Blazers.
Skechers Basketball Comfort that performs. Skechers Basketball fan performance of the game. Once again, these are the Bedans in attendance with the complete props.
Pati outfit.
Yeah, may jersey pa.
Kitang-kita mo talaga yung yung suporta na nanggagaling.
John T. Miller jersey yan Okay yan 84-66. SJ Moore interfering. Moore sprays, swing, Torres, too strong. And Jimmy Reyes does the wise thing to wait it out. Reyes handing against Torres. Jimmy against SJ. Trying to shake him off. Kalimag. This is stolen by Torres. SJ Moore. Moore off the hop, behind the back. Yeah, too difficult a situation for SJ Moore that time. Under 3 minutes left in game number 1 between San Beda and Benilde. Reyes. Kalimag. Got it! RC Kalimag. joins the three-point party for the Red Lions. Torres counters right back with his own.
That's his third three-pointer of the game. Third and only three-pointer of the Benilde Blazers.
So Reyes brings it across. And again, it's not enough that they're exchanging baskets with San Beda here. RC Kalimag goes too strong. And here comes Ian Torres once again. 15 points or 18 points. Heading into the final 2 minutes. Torres, kahukom. No. And now Benilde is 4 out of 24 from long distance. San Beda looking for the finishing touches. It is with Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez, too strong. And Tulia with the offensive board. Fresh clock for San Beda.
That was a beautiful Gortat screen by Bismarck Lina. Pero nakuha pa rin nila yung offensive rebound.
Pull-up jumper, got it! Jimmy Reyes putting this game to bed.
Oh, I mean, if there's a team na nagising on the right side of the bed, like things are just falling for them.
Yeah.
No, alam mo yun, yung mga, kahit yung mga tira na parang ang labo pumasok, nauhulog pa rin. Yeah, that's Beda.
Yeah. And now they will deploy some of the players on the bench. Amora comes in alongside Bunzalida. Para naman dito sa Benilde Blazers. Is this Gonzaga? Yeah. Replacing Jake Gaspay. Or no, replacing one of the bigs. Gaspay will take the free throw. But this has been a statement performance for the San Beda Red Lions. About to go 3-0 over Benilde. Their final 4 tormentors in season 100.
I mean, having a start like this,
Yeah.
that's a Final Four natin. It's like what you said, it's a statement game. Alam mo yun, they're really here for business.
Yeah.
And yung first 2 games nila, syempre wala si Liwag on the second one. Pero in this game, like what I said earlier, parehong teams natin kompleto. So, pagka wala kang pagkukunan talaga na pwede mong masabi na kasi ganito, kasi ganyan. So parehas sila kompleto with full scouting report from each other. San Beda outperformed itong Benilde the entire game. And like what you said, hindi bumababa ng 10 yung lamang ng San Beda. And talagang nag-struggle itong Benilde, especially from beyond the arc.
You're right. Benilde got to within 10 a few times in the second half. Pero nothing beyond that.
Oo. I mean, 1 from Sean Umali, and then 3 galing kay Torres.
That's right. So, Reyes, half-minute left. Jimmy Reyes, steady hands up the point. 20 seconds left here in game number 1. And that's been the story. Jimmy Reyes taking it away. 10 seconds left for a masterful game number 1 performance for the San Beda Red Lions. San Beda will draw first blood in this semi-final matchup with Benilde. Skechers Basketball conquered that performs. Skechers Basketball best player performance of the game is from Jonty Miller. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. Just spectacular. And when he's not scoring, he's playmaking and he's playing defense on the other side.
What a consistent game para kay Jonty Miller. Alam mo, umpisa hanggang dulo, makikita mo kung paano niya talaga pinush yung opensa nitong San Beda. And syempre, hindi rin natin pwedeng kalimutan si Brian Sajonia.
Yeah. 26 points para kay Brian Sajonia, going 5 out of 8 from the great beyond.
Oh, and yun yung times na nagkakaroon ng run itong Benilde Blazers.
Tama. Let's listen to the school hymn first of San Beda University. Game number 1, domination for the San Beda Red Lions. The final score is 91-72. They're not yet done though. Mga kapuso, stick around for our post-game coverage. First up, here on the broadcast booth, we'll have Coach Yuri Escueta.